Hello, my beautiful witches. Thank you so much for tuning in this week for this video. If you're returning, if you're new here, I am Lexi. How are you? Today's video is going to be a review of the movie American Satan. This movie came out last year, 2017, and it has Andy Biersack in it. I think it got released October 13th, and it wasn't in a theater anywhere near me, so I had to wait like 2 weeks and drive 2 hours to go watch it. But I absolutely love the movie, and I was pretty sure I was gonna get it as a birthday gift, so I didn't pre-order it, but that didn't happen. But what was kind of cool, I got Clockwork Orange as a birthday gift, and American Satan has Malcolm McDowell in it, who played Alex in Clockwork Orange, and he plays Mr. Capricorn in this movie. So, a quick overview of the movie. It is this band that is from Ohio. They moved to Los Angeles to make it big, and they meet some... My light just went down. They meet some interesting characters, and they do make it big. And basically, they make a deal with the devil. Although he is not called devil or Satan, he even says it. I'm not saying I'm the devil, but the devil makes a great lyric. So this movie, let's see, the runtime is 112 minutes. And it has a few deleted scenes and extended scenes on it. I picked up the DVD and Blu-ray. Let's see. It has won several awards. The little one I got, it says it's the winner of Best Director in the New York Film Festival, Best Feature, California, and I know it's got like a whole bunch more. I think it has like 8 awards already. So if you just go to AmericanSatanMovie.com, you will see all of the awards. It is an Ash Advilson film, and it is by Sumerian Films. So to me, this movie was fantastic. Like, it was fucking A. Bloody hell, good movie. I don't know. To me, this movie had everything. I recommend this movie to everybody. It's like, there hasn't been a movie that has gripped me and almost made me obsessive about this movie. There hasn't been a movie like this in a very long time. The first thing I want to say, because I noticed, like, when I say American Satan, you have to watch American Satan, people go, huh. And I live in the Bible Belt of Texas. So, the first thing I tell people, this movie does not glorify the devil. It's not, you're not going to watch this and you become a devil worshiper. It's not about Satanists. It's a group of 4 dudes that try to make it big in the music industry. They're good lads, you know. They're not evil. They're not malicious, and they just happen to make a deal with the devil, and you know, they make it big. But this movie kind of shows all the bad sides, you know, and it's not. I don't want to say it's out of perspective, like stuff like that could happen, and in kind of a way it is. Like, I don't want to put it like that, but in one of the scenes, the head of a record company, you know, has an interview, and he's like, bullying in school and teenage suicide rates has dropped, and that's something that we currently have. You know, there's a lot of bullying in American schools. There's a lot of school shootings. There's a lot of teenage suicides. And, you know, not even just teenagers. Like, there's, you know, kids that are not even in their teens committing suicide. And so I think, you know, that's something that this movie touches on. So it's... you need to watch this movie. So, one thing I wanted to say about this movie, it has Andy Biersack is basically like the lead role. He plays Johnny Faust. He's a musician. Now he's also on YouTube. He was in the Average Joe show, and he has the Andy show now. And then you have Ben Bruce, who plays guitar, and he's also a musician. He is from Asking Alexandria. And thanks to this movie, I am really digging Asking Alexandria. Okay, so kind of to sum this up a little bit, the voice you hear when singing is not Andy Biersack's. Andy Biersack is from the Black Veil Brides, also known as Andy Black. So he is in a metal band, but when he sings, it's not his voice. That has to do with legal reasons. Like, he wanted to sing, but since I think it has to do with, like, since the movie came out from a different company, maybe rival company, they weren't allowed to use his singing voice. So the voice you hear singing for the Relentless is from Remington Leith. I never know how to pronounce that last name. Might just be Lee. Remington Lee. Leith. He's from Palais Royale. At first, when I found out, because I didn't like the Black Veil Brides when they first came out, I did not enjoy their music. So when I went to watch this movie, I was like, he has a really nice voice. I'm gonna check out the Black Veil Brides, and I ended up liking their newer stuff. And when I found out that he wasn't actually singing it, I was a little bothered. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bothered, because it's like, you have a singer, like why wouldn't you use his voice? But on a pro tip, since they didn't use his voice, I looked up Black Veil Brides, and I'm liking their newer stuff, and I looked up Palais Royale, and I'm liking their stuff. So I ended up liking two bands out of this. So that is, you know, that's a very positive thing right there. Yeah. And even though it's a fake band, The Relentless, absolutely love it. I love, like, the whole album, the fake album, American Satan. Absolutely love it. It's a great album, you know. Storyline is really easy to follow. You know, you don't sit there and go like, huh, what just happened? In a way, you're kind of like, okay, but it has more to do with the characters, not the storyline. Like, you can follow the storyline quite easy. One thing that I didn't like about the movie is something bad happens in the movie, and they broadcast it on the news, and the news show the image, and that's one thing you know is never gonna happen. Like, I know news has shown videos where they're like, hey, discretion is advised, you know, this is very graphic, but it normally, you know, it doesn't show what the movie shows. So that is something where it's like, I kind of wish that would have been a little bit more realistic. But that scene right there, I love it how it has the news anchors all like, the American band Relentless, and then the head of the label is like, The Relentless, and he's like, oh yeah, The American Satan. It's like, no, the album is called American Satan, and you know, it has that, I really don't know what to call, like, to me it has that conservative Christian thing going on. It's like, how do you feel about American Satan coming out? And the guy's like, I feel terrific, and news anchors all like, well, aren't you afraid it's going to send the wrong message? And then Elias goes, have you listened to any of the songs, read any of the lyrics? And the news anchor's like, no. So you have that whole stigma. It's like, oh, just because it has Satan in it, it has to be bad, you know? And, you know, it's, I don't know, it's like, I just recently watched Tenacious D, Pick a Destiny again, and there's that one scene where it's like, and actually, I'm sorry, it also has it in the movie at the end. Lily says it. You know, Satan isn't all of us. You know, it's that voice that tells you to do something with no remorse. Or, you know, in Tenacious D, they said, You know, it's that little voice that tells you to call in sick and stay in bed. You know, that's Satan. He's in all of us, you know. And I mean, yeah, it's like everybody got good and evil in them. So there you go. Let's see. Another thing that I like, the acting in the movie. It seems natural. Like, it doesn't feel like it's forced, or, you know, it doesn't. When I look at Andy Biersack's performance, I don't see Andy Biersack. You know, it feels like he's acting, but his acting is natural. I hope that makes sense, because, like, I think when it comes to describing acting, everybody has such a different opinion. To me, like Kristen Stewart, I think she's a bad actress. Like, you take her out of one movie and put her into the next, and it's the same character, you know? It's like it's just, she's not acting, she's just being Kristen Stewart, and, you know, I don't like it. I feel the same way about Tom Cruise. Like, I don't think he's acting. I just, like, oh, they look seemingly pleasing to the eye, so we're gonna cast them, but they have no fucking talent, you know? That's how I feel about some of these actors in Hollywood, you know? What I'm trying to say is that with this movie, it's like, it feels genuine, but it's acted, so it's not, you know, you're not gonna, like, when I see, what's his name? I think his name is John Bradley. He plays Sam from Game of Thrones. Like, when I see him in this movie, I don't see Sam. You know, I see Ricky. So that's what I'm trying to say. The acting, in my humble opinion, I think the acting is pretty good. You find out who the characters are, you know, and you get to relate to them in a sort of way. You kind of want to be them. Like, you feel like you're on this journey with them, and you kind of want to do it. Like, it makes you want to be all like, you know what, I have no musical talent, but I want to go out and start a rock band. I want to do this. You know, it makes you feel that way. It's like you want to do it, you know, even though you see everything that happens in the movie, but you still want to do it, you know. Let's see. The movie really is, if you want to break it down, this movie is sex, drugs, and rock and roll. There is no denying it. Like, there is so much sex and nudity in this movie. It's like, I really wanted my dad to watch this movie, but I kind of wanted him, like, to watch it by himself because it had so much sex and nudity in it. But I knew he wasn't going to watch it because it has the word Satan in it, and my dad has become a conservative Christian, you know, and he wonders why I'm not a Christian. And when I brought this up, I'm pretty sure he thought I was a Satanist. And when I told him the other day that I'm getting 666 tattooed on my neck because of a typo negative lyric, I'm pretty sure he thinks I'm joining a cult, becoming a Satanist, but that's not true, you know. I wasn't raised a Christian, and I will never be a Christian, and that is perfectly okay. So with that being said, you might not want to watch this with your parents. I did end up watching it with my dad, and he did say that it was a good movie. We were able to make it through, and we didn't have too many awkward moments. Yeah. This movie is considered a modern horror movie, and I'm not really big into horror movies, but I own it, as you can see, and I have watched this movie like 6 times because I keep having ideas about it. I'm like, I need to go back and rewatch it and write everything down. So I actually have right here, I just wanted to share. This is my notes for the review, and I have 2 pages back and forth, 4 pages, however you want to call it, full of ideas and theories and stuff that I've noted that I'm going to record after this, and it's going to be a hot mess because half of the notes I can't even read. I I just wrote them. My notes on this, I swear, they just seem so mad. Another thing I want to say about this movie, like I said earlier, the storyline is very easy to follow, but it is very intriguing. Like, normally when I watch a movie, I go, aha, this is about to happen, and about 80%, that's what happens. And with this movie, that did not happen. Like, I had no expectations where I was like, okay, this is what's about to happen. Like, I didn't know. It was very intriguing, and it was structurally weaved perfectly. Like, it kind of messed with your head, you know, where you're like, wait, what? And I'm gonna go into this in the next video because I don't want to put any spoilers in this video. So I just wanted to make this a review. So yeah. What else can I say about this movie other than it is fantastic? Everybody needs to go watch this. Like, I don't care if you purchase it or if you rent it, you have to watch it. One thing you have to know, if you look up this movie and in the Internet Movie Database, it shows you that Sebastian Bach is in it. She's not. I have watched this movie 6 times trying to spot him, and it says he's uncredited. But I looked up and I saw a review where it's like, no, he was falsely put into the cast. He's not, I mean, falsely put into the IMDb cast. He's not in the movie. You know? And I think the whole cast page is like really weird. It's like, they even have this girl named Juliet in it, and it's like, there's no Juliet in the movie, so that's probably wrong too. So I don't know. Somebody needs to go and fix that. It has 2 soundtracks. It has an original motion picture soundtrack, which is, the score is by Jonathan Davis, which when they say score, it's kind of, because there's not really a score sound to it. There's one song that well, actually there's a few songs that you hear several times throughout the movie, but I think the theme song was written by Jonathan Davis, which is called What It Is. I personally don't like that song, but yeah, whatever. You can go listen to both albums on Spotify. That's where I listen to it. You have the original soundtrack, and then you have the American Satan album by The Relentless, which is the make-believe band in the movie. And that album is so fucking great. I cannot stop listening to that album. It's so good. Like, guys, this movie, I'm obsessed with this movie. So please go out and watch it. Please support all the people in the movie. It's such a great movie. You will enjoy it. Like, if you like rock music, if you like modern horror movies, you will love this movie. And with that, I am out for this video. See you guys later, and if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and the subscribe button and the notification button and hit the comment button and tell me if you have seen it, what you think about it, and all the other good stuff. So, see you guys later. Bye.